Everybody, this is Eric Brown. Last video I had to get my butt by being a hypocrite, but this video I'm going to talk about WWE. And I do not care for WWE's policy that wrestlers cannot have accounts outside of wrestling during during the virus. I can't my tongue tied right now. A lot of these guys cannot make the money they could. And so they had to have outside sources. Paige had broken her neck many a time. And she needs that for an outlet. And the way they fired the Vega girl was disgusting. See, I'm not one of the WWE fanboys that's just going to kiss their behinds just because the WWE. I like WWE. I like AEW. And I'm very into old school wrestling like the NWA. Matter of fact, this is one of my pride and joy. The NWA United States Championship. I also got the NWA World Television title, and I had the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. So as you can see, I'm a big wrestling fan. Now, WWE has really hurt a lot of time. They don't know how to build new stars. Yeah. Oh, giving a shout out to my friend Eric Battle. Thank you for joining my live stream. Me and Eric Battle have been friends a while. We have been friends a while. We even were on the same blog show years ago, Living Live Nation, when we talked about wrestling and aspects of life. Well, I mean, we were on at different times. He came on after I left. Had a few problems with our host, Rob, so whatever. May he rest in peace. Sadly, he died. But the thing is, WWE is starting to have serious problems because, number one, fans are not liking their product. Fans are not liking the way wrestlers are treated. And fans are tired of them not pushing stars. Like Big E is a perfect example. He was NXT champion. He was United States champion and WWE Tag Team champions many times. Big E has everything. He's big. He's about my height. I'm 5'11". I'm 230. I'm big. He's like 5'11", 280, 190 pounds. This guy is strong as a bus. I see him do close grip with 405. And I've bench pressed 400 pounds, 405. I can't do that with close grip. I can get a regular. And he did effortlessly. And Eric Battle, same here. I am starting to lose interest in the WWE. It's so boring. The one thing that did kind of get right was turning Roman Reigns heel and having one of the Usos join with him. I mean, I kind of like that, It's real interesting. And Vince McMahon is scared to make new stars. Here's why. A lot of people that he made new stars end up leaving wrestling, and they went on to do other things like The Rock. And that caused a problem, What Vince needed to realize that in order for wrestling to keep going, you have to make new stars. Now, I'm not a fan of Jim Cornette. I'm going to say that. I'm not a fanboy. I think he's out of date, and he has people skilled of a roach. But the one thing he is right about is wrestling needs to build new stars. If you don't have new stars, nobody's going to want to watch the product. Hey, this is live stream number 3. You know, I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be doing Save Yourself Black Man stuff, wrestling stuff, workout stuff. Let's have some fun. My channel not monetized, so I don't care about offending people. I'm not getting paid to do that, so I got other sources of income. This is just for me fun and information. But the problem is, WWE, you are losing the AEW versus NXT wars. You're losing like crazy because you refuse to step into the future. You refuse to make new stars. You refuse to push people. Matter of fact, I think, Eric, do you remember how they did Zack Ryder? He had basically became an internet champion. He invented it. He had so many fans behind him, and instead of congratulating him for doing that, they punished him by making him look like the weakest United States champion of all time. And let's not talk about his Intercontinental title reign. That was a joke. WWE has a bad habit of punishing people that done things that most wrestling promotions will reward you for. Because in order to be a good wrestler, in my opinion, you have to make people support you. You see, look how they pushed John Cena down our throat. I mean, I like John Cena, but they try to push him down our throat. That caused a big problem, Luckily, John Cena was able to bounce back and get some momentum. Luckily he did that. But and now let me get back to the Vega girl. She was they escorted her off property. They escorted her off. Yeah, they escorted her off property. Now I know how it is when you get fired. They're gonna escort you off the property, but that was cold. Vince McMahon didn't even want to talk to her. They said, and people wonder why. So there are a lot of wrestlers that do not like Vince McMahon. And Eric, I agree with you. I hope they do Gonzalez right, because if you don't create new talent right, you're not going to have a future. New talent is the future, And I say this, I hate to say this, if I was a professional wrestler, I would not want to wrestle for WWE. I don't care about the money. I want to be used. I'm not going to be treated every sort of way. I would be in some place like Ring of Honor, AEW, All Japan, going after IWGP Championship, which is another great belt. I also have belts like that too. I got so many belts that it'll take all day show. Yeah. Yeah, And Eric, I had to check out that video that you did. Yeah, but I don't see a lot of good days for WWE. They treat their fans bad. They treat their wrestlers bad. And I'm just wondering, Eric, here's something that we got to ponder. What's going to happen to Aleister Black? That's Vega's husband. Because you know how they punish people. Oh, thanks, Jason Creed. I'm sorry, but I had to get into his butt. I had to get in his butt because Flat Top has the nerve to call people beta males when he lives with his mother. He has the nerve to call every white person racist when he's one of the most racist person. This guy is supposed to be a Christian. And he's so racist against white people. Yeah, and elect. And also, he loves golf white women with a passion. He was busted on that a couple months ago. So he's a hypocrite. You know, I'm real. I date outside of my race. I date black. I date white. The girl I mess with now is Asian, but I'm not going to be active. I'm not going to be hateful towards nobody because my whole family's a rainbow. You're right. The pro-blacks are running out of options, and people are waking up. And Jason, it's very good to have you aboard, my friend. I hope I hope you had a great Thanksgiving or Family Day, whatever you want to call it, yesterday. But the thing is, WWE is not someplace I would want to work. It's not about the money. It's about the way I'm going to be treated. You're not going to use me. You're not going to book me. What's the point of me being in catering all darn day, collecting a paycheck, Titus O'Neil? I mean, let me talk about Titus. What's he like, 6'5", 280 pounds? He's a monster. And they're not using him. Jason, I'm not sure if you're a professional wrestling fan, but it's just ridiculous that the way they're not using someone like Titus O'Neil. And they totally jobbed him out to the Hurt Squad. When he ran to the ring and tripped, he didn't. They kept showing it and showing it. Hey, what's up, Black Male First Media? Now, this is another person I got to shout out. Black Male First Media. He has a fantastic channel, and yes, New Day did technically kind of break up, kind of. Big E went to SmackDown, and Kofi and Xavier Woods stayed on Raw, and they're the Raw Tag Team Champions. The problem is, I think they should put the Intercontinental title on Big E again. I think Big E has a lot to bring to the WWE. Oh, and being Black Male First Media, you got to see the other live I did about Shawn James. Shawn James was calling Ricky Storer racist because he bailed out this guy called. But the guy didn't kill black people. He killed a white person. One of the white people he killed was registered as a child molester who was trying to kill him. And he defended himself. Now, I'm trying to figure out how that makes him racist. Shawn James is a racist. I'm sorry. That's what the video Flat Top is a racist. He's one of these fake pro-black people. Number one, he hadn't had anything done. He hadn't done anything in his life. He claims to be selling all these books, but when I look on Amazon, they're not selling that well. He's using YouTube to make money. Now, if you hate white people so much, why are you using white people stuff to make money? Why are you on a white YouTube? Why don't you use black? Oh, he said it because they're not making money. Oh, okay. That's just very interesting, Eric. Oh, Rich Schroeder. You remember Silver Spoons? Oh, I'm old head. I'm 50 years old. Richard Schroeder, he called him a racist because he bailed out the guy who protected himself. He shot some white people that were trying to attack him, and he called him a white supremacist. Really, Shawn James, a white supremacist? He didn't do anything to black people. He was there not to fight anybody. He was there. He was cleaning up the graffiti. He's walking around. He had a gun with him because these people are crazy. And they attacked him. He defended himself. And see, this is why people don't like so-called pro-black people. You know? They're racist as hell. They are, and see, they never seem to address who is killing our people more than anything else. We are killing each other worse than anybody else. Not white people, we are. You know, if anybody should be called supremacists, it should be us because we hate each other with a passion. You know? And Sean James, he used to call out stuff like this. What happened was he never could get a woman, so he did what you call, well, black media, first you said like a Hulk Hogan heel turn. Yeah, you know, a Hulk Hogan heel turn and start blasting us, because we have passports. I was, as you may not know, I was in the Navy for 14 years. Had my passport for a while. I've been all over the country. I never had any problem dating women of other races. Hell, I even had men of other races set me up with their sisters because I didn't have the nasty American attitude. I didn't, stuck on I'm American. I mostly went to English-speaking parts of their countries. I only knew like a couple words of Philippine language, a couple words of Chinese, but Sean James has never had a girlfriend. Matter of fact, he even admitted in one of his videos. Now here's something here. I got to ask everybody. When the boys start liking girls and start talking about 11, 12, Sean James thought that was strange that boys would talk about, do you have a girlfriend at 11, 12 years old? That's when you start liking girls. I just don't understand that, Eric. I just don't understand that. I just want to say thank you for all you on my live stream. I really appreciate it. This is live stream number 3. I'm gonna do this more and more often, because this has definitely been fun. But yeah, they definitely need to push big. And I hear they brought Shane Helms back. He was like a booker or something. They brought him back, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Sean James can't get a woman. I remember my boy Black Man Media first called him the Walsall Virgin, if I'm not mistaken. I called him a lot worse, but I just can't stand him. I can't stand hypocrites. I can't stand them. And most of the people that call everybody racist are the most racist people in the room. They are. I just don't know. But back to wrestling, and enough about that loser who's living in his mother's basement. Can't get a woman, can't get a job. The reason he can't go, he has no people skills. He can't even look into his phone. They caught a video. He talks like a robot. I mean, he has some serious mental issues. You see, Sean James gave up a long time ago. He should have had the mental evaluations years ago. But he gave up, and now he's trying to dick police what a black man do to kisses. And I always call that gay. I don't care who you fucking. As long as you ain't fucking my lady, I don't give a damn. Have fun at it, Yeah. Oh, Jason Creed, you are right. I work out more than these pro wrestlers nowadays, and I have congestive heart failure. You know, and I can't go crazy, but I was in the gym today working out and training. You know, it's just sad the laziness that a lot of these pro wrestlers have. You know, I just don't know. AEW, I'm liking it. My only tidbit with John Moxley, which I do agree with Jim Cornette with, even though I don't like Jim Cornette, is he's more of a hardcore wrestler. He's, I mean, he does some technical stuff, but he'd rather wrestle outside the ring than have an actual match inside the ring. I don't mind Kenny Omega getting the belt. I don't know about you guys, because Kenny Omega is a decent wrestler, and they need to explain that interest he got with women sweeping. See, that was something he did in Japan. You know? It's just... yeah, and Jason Kidd, right, you're right. Bad dieting, too, you know. We used to have a mix of wrestlers. We had the muscle guys. I don't care if somebody using steroids. That man shit. It's not as harmful or as beneficial as people think. It just add about another 20, 30 pounds to lift. Not you still got to work hard and diet hard. I'll give you an example of James Toney. He was taking steroids, looked like a fat blimp. You know, if you don't work hard or diet hard, you're just wasting your damn money, you know. But yeah, just wrestlers used to have all different type of body types, but they all worked out. Even Vader, who what Vader's like 6'4", 400 pounds, and this guy still was in relatively good shape. You know, heck, even Yokozuna that was built at 500 pounds. I think he actually was over 500 pounds. He had some athletic. He was athletic, you know. And it's just sad the state of wrestling has become. We got these little guys, about 5'6", 5'7", 180, 190 pounds. All they do is flip. That's not wrestling. That's not wrestling. Just because you can do flips, drop kicks, all these stunts don't make you a wrestler, and then they wonder why they end up breaking their neck, their back, everything. Oh yeah, yes he would. Vader would destroy anyone and destroy anybody in wrestling today. Hey, even King Kong Bundy would destroy some of these children today. But yeah, they called him what, the walking condominium? It's just sad, you know. And I don't see Roman Reigns losing the WWE SmackDown title, Universal title. No. He has he has the WWE title. I don't see him losing that anytime soon, because they really had got a niche with Roman Reigns with him being a heel. He should have been a heel to begin with, because him as a face was kind of boring in my opinion. You know, that's just me. That's just my opinion. You know, him as a face was boring. You know, and Big E needs to beat Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. I don't mean no harm, but Sami Zayn, I think Eric would agree with this, looked like a homeless hobo. I mean, he's a talented guy. He make you hate him. But this guy don't look like he works out. You know, whew. Come on now. This wrestling becoming shit. Sami Zayn. And Bobby Lashley, they had Bobby Lashley squash this guy. I mean, now the Honky Tonk Man, when he was Intercontinental Champion, he wasn't that athletic, wasn't that smart, and I mean that nothing. He didn't have that it back, but he knew how to play the perfect heel. He knew how to make other people look good while keeping the Intercontinental Championship as long as he did. You know, Sami Zayn just gets his ass kicked and just get lucky. Honky Tonk Man actually was able to make somebody look good and make himself look good at the same time. You know, well, guys, I thank you. I'm about to end this live, but hey, what's up, Ted? Hope all is good. You know, I'm gonna go on for a few more minutes, but everybody, what do you think about wrestling nowadays? Because I really think, oh yeah, Honky Tonk Man versus Ultimate Warrior. And see, that was Honky Tonk's idea to put the Warrior like that because, you know, I like the Warrior, but he didn't have a lot of skills. So what they had to do was they had to go off his strengths, his charisma, his strength, you know. And that's the way they had to see. Back then, they knew how to push somebody. When Warrior was Dingo Warrior and World Class Wrestling, he didn't really have that I mean, he was a big guy. Oh, and this I want to talk about one of the saddest stories in wrestling. That was Magnum TA. Magnum TA was one of the most talented wrestlers out there. He was groomed to be the next world champion. Ric Flair even said this. If he did not have that horse, didn't drink, he would have been a multiple-time world champion, you know? And that's one of the reasons why I don't like Porsches. And I'm not a drinker, you know. I like being in control, you know, of what I'm doing. But yeah, that was a tragic story. Yeah. And the Fiend, and the way Bray Wyatt came up with the Fiend was pretty good, you know. I mean, Bray Wyatt took that character to the limit. I remember when he was Husky. I'm pretty sure that Eric and all you to watch wrestling regularly remember when Wyatt was Husky Harris with the Nexus, and they let him go because you know I can't believe how much weight he lost. I mean, you know, he looks a heck of a lot better. He's good in the ring. He got charisma, you know. Runs in the family, you know. Yeah, man. I just don't know what direction they're gonna take the Fiend. I wonder if they're gonna have him feud with Roman Reigns soon, or yeah, you're right, Aaron. AEW is winning. You know, it's a better promotion. You know. You know, we got old marks like Jim Cornette, so they're letting them do too much. But the point is, this is what wrestling fans want. Excuse me. Too many of these older guys are too stuck in the past. I mean, Jim Cornette, if you were so great, how come Smoky Mountain Wrestling closed after a couple of years and you been fired from every wrestling company you were with? Tell me that. And you're blackballed because of your antisocial attitude. You know? No. You know, it's just, what can you do? Well, everybody, I'm about to cook dinner, so all of you have a blessed evening, and thank you for joining my live stream. Peace.